on. You got Shad in the seats, and we are in a mood this week. I'm gonna be honest. We are in a little bit, we don't always get so hyped, but this is a very special day for us. We've been grinding on the pod for a minute, making the best content we can, and we have officially joined the Comic-Con Radio Podcast Network. We're network boys now. What y'all think? How you feeling today?
Yeah, boy.
Give it to me,
Yo.
Anton. Where we at?
Man, you lucky I ain't got the ones and twos in my. I'll start playing that. I feel so pretty. Oh, mess around, turn this echo on. Out here, boy.
Oh
I'm
no,
feeling
we
we good. It's crazy. I still don't even believe it, but we're good, yo.
We're doing good. Shad, how you feeling today, my boy?
Feeling really good, man. Woke up this morning. I was like, dang, it's 6:30 in the morning. I'm up with a smile on my face. We're about to pod today. Whew, I'm feeling good, man.
Stuff to do, you know what I mean? Everyone's football team won this week, not Anton's. Everybody else's football team won this week. Hey, shout out to Nathan Ake. We're excited. We got lots of news going on for you, but like we said, first things first, shouts to Comic-Con Radio. We are here to stay. We're going to get busy, coming to a Comic-Cons near you soon. What are you playing this week? Shad, hit me.
Honestly, your boy's on FIFA. I was serving up with y'all last night. I felt like I was serving you guys gelato with the passes I was giving you guys. It was
all
great.
The pistachios.
You know me on the left side. All the pistachio, the lemon pistachio, the pineapple pistachio. You know already. You already know. But yeah, FIFA. And then I've been playing that Gotham Knights game, dude. I'm trying to level out and then play some raids. Hopefully I can get you guys to play with me. It'd be sick. I'll be back, girl, dude.
Love it. Anton, what have we been on this week, my friend?
You know, man, the same usual. Obviously, I got to talk my shit in Call of Duty. Been playing a lot of 2K. I've been grinding a lot of 2K this season. I've been trying to get my level up and get the go-kart. I'm trying to compete with the sweats in there. Kev is 50% in the wreck. You know, he was balling, though, last night. We got our first games in. That was fun. Shout out to the face scan Kev.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, I've actually been jumping over to the Xbox. I sent it over, but I jumped in that GoldenEye reskin. And was running around showing Allie that, bro. The 007, that shit was.
Was it fun? Damn, there's two honorable mentions I had this week that like I just didn't put in the notes because I was going so fast. And GoldenEye was one of them. And I was like, oh fuck, we got so much news. I want to get to that. Hit me.
That's what I figured. But I was like, I'm just gonna mention it. You know what I mean? But it was it was like bittersweet because it was like playing it. Like I literally felt like I was playing my Nintendo 64 like 20 years ago again. You know what I mean? Like the running around, the graphics and everything. Like the aiming is just a crosshair and just pew. You know what I mean? I'm all chopping niggas. So like that was fun. But at the same time, I was like, thank God we've come so far with like gaming and graphics since then, though. Like play that game and then go to Apex, and it's like, geez, wow, come a long way.
A lot. Fair enough. You know, it dropped on Xbox and Switch, and I was like, I'm not touching this on Xbox, fam. This has got to be a handheld because it's going to be so tough.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can't be looking at that on the monitor or on the TV. Fair enough. I did have a busy week, like we were saying. Gosh, what was I playing? CODs. Still trying to get this. You know what I mean? I did finally capitulate. I went ahead and turned that sensitivity down. You know what I mean? I was like, I can't keep doing this. Like, I can't keep getting just wrecked like this. You know, like I'm moving around, I come up on somebody, and then I'm like, ah. I was like, oh man, all right. So I finally turned it down. You know what I mean? Started busting a little bit. I've been running a lot of that DMZ. I think I was telling you guys, just because again, still learning. It's like, you know, it's boring to kill mad NPCs. I'm still trying to get my aim down. So like, DMZ is solid for me. But I've been having so much more fun than I thought I would. Like, there's more mechanics to the game. And I guess this is just Tarkov, right? But I never played Tarkov. But there are so many mechanics to the game that are really fun. Like, at first I tried to go solo. Don't go solo. I'll be doing Batman shit. You know, I'll be sliding and hitting my parachute, and I got mad escapees. But when other squads find you, they hunt your ass down. They do not want you to exfil. They want to come take all your money. So, like, I don't know. I took out even 2 squads by myself, but another squad hunted me down. Like, they would not let me get out. So I went ahead and started squadding up a little bit. And that's where it's fun. So highlight of the week for me, I think I told you guys, is I learned you can... So, like, if you get killed by an enemy operator squad, it's like, press F to plea. And I was like, plea? Press F and it, like, loads up or whatever. If a squad kills you, you can, like, beg them to let them join their squad. It's like a squads of 3, but then all of a sudden it's like squads of 4. And I know where my niggas were because they just let me die. And I was like, fuck them niggas. So I was having a blast. I think I joined up on other squads. We got up as big as 5 of us. So you got a squad of 5 running through the DMZ. Yeah, like, and I don't know where that
That's
stops.
wild.
They killed 2 of us, and the other guy quit. Like he just quit when he died. But then we just like tried to join the other squad. So we were running around. We was mobbing, and like it became like 5 on 5 on 5. Like squad, holding down buildings with helicopters and armored vehicles. Like that's a whole different game, and it was really fun. And when you die, it's just like it's not over. You know what I mean? When you got 5 people, like the revives are, if you're willing to wait and spectate for a little bit, there's lots of revives. So I was getting down with like I was up in this building sniping, and my niggas was in this armored vehicle trying to take down the building, and my homie was in the helicopter. It was so much fun. As much fun as I've had with strangers in that game, and again, so much different than like multiplayer, like shipment, like kill him, die, kill him, die, kill him, die. So good amounts of DMZ on my solo game, and then it finally happened, y'all. It finally happened. I loaded up into 2K last night. I knew this was going to happen.
How did you
I've
do?
been joking about it.
How
Bro,
was
I've
it?
been joking about that same thing for a minute. I'm such an old crotchety, like, ugh. First of all, it takes there's so many cutscenes. I don't care about the cutscenes.
Yeah.
I got to scan my face. I got to get lighting. I got to download the app. I got to build a character. I got to load up badges. Can I just play basketball? I got to ride the skateboard. I got to go get new clothes. I got to get my chains right. I got to get tattoos at different tattoo shops. I haven't really played 2K since before the pandemic. Like the last time I was like in the park. It has changed. I sounded like the oldest fucking guy. I'm not that old. All right, I'm 31. I sounded like I was so old though. I was like, wait, you can do ollie in here? It's like, oh yeah, ride the subway to the mall. And I was to the mall, nigga. Isn't it just like a little? No, it's a real open world ass game. Banton was cracking up, but shouts to the fam. I really appreciate you guys literally walking me through, like Anton, Nick, literally walking me through how to move my attributes. We did play one game in the rec though when I was a straight 60. I was in the 2K shoes and the brown shirt, like straight up. I want to be that nigga for Halloween. I want to wear the brown shirt with 2K shoes. They would make a fortune selling that costume. I didn't have any hair. I didn't have like my hair. Anton's like, "Fam, you got to put your long hair. It's just not like it does not look like you." It was killing me. But we ran one at a 60, and we played against 90 somethings, 94s.
Yeah,
95s.
we played against some pretty high up. Yeah.
Got the dub. Your boy had 2 points. I had like 5 assists. I had a couple of rebounds. My speed was on 34.
No. We're already up the court. Here comes Kevin. Just
don't even worry about that. I had my dime passes. It's funny when your player's not good. And again, this is such a me thing to say. I'm always like, I played real basketball in my day, Uncle Rico style. But for real, when your player's not good, you have to actually have basketball IQ. It's the only way you can play. You have to know. You know what I mean? You have to know. I was setting good screens and shit, and I was like, I'm not fast, but I'm not going baseline to baseline either. So I'm gonna stay in the middle. It's so funny, honestly. The way you can play okay with like a low ranked player with 90 somethings is the same as like the old man game. Mm-hmm. Like if I was playing in real life, I'm not sprinting, I'm not diving, I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm gonna pick my spots. I'm gonna know where to go. I'm gonna be smart and clever a little bit, a little whoop de whoop. But we got the dub with me at a 60, so that was really fun, man. I had fun playing a little bit of 2K.
I played so bad that one game, bro, but that was fun.
We was balling a little bit, but it was good fun with the boys, and we had some fun clubs time yesterday too with the boyos. So lots of team play. It felt like the postcards was back for me, at least for the first time in a long time, a couple years.
You know what, man? You us talking about that, I gotta say that shout out to that, man. We've been having a lot of fun with like the friends play. You know what I mean? Like the cohesiveness of like playing with your friends, especially across like multiple sports games. Like that shit is fun, but and like shooters as well. But then also like shout out to the randoms too, man. I don't know what it is. I've been having a lot of fun playing with some randoms lately too. I've been catching some funny people. Yesterday, Marcus and I, sorry to go switch it, but like Marcus and I, we ended up befriending this dude in a 2K game just because we were all yelling at each other. This kid was yelling at us. Finally, we're like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's just a video game, bro. Shut the fuck up. Like, we go outside, nigga. We got jobs. We don't sit at home and play this game. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. And it was funny because like he was like making his friend fun. Like, we just went back and forth. Finally, he's like, hey man, you guys are cool. Let me add you guys, man. We were like, man, get the fuck out of here. He literally-
Hey, you know what? I got to
It
say
was
is
funny,
shout outs to our boy Kevin Ray. Kevin Ray Cyrus was out
Yeah.
there last night.
Kevin Ray, bro,
Yeah,
balling in the wreck, bro.
we met this random, and we were cracking up too because again I've been out of it for so long, so I'm in the rec like waiting room or whatever, and my character looks it's my face, it's my skin tone, it's my hair. I'm tall, I'm black, like I'm athletic, and I was looking at all these random, and I was like, how many of these are just like weird white guy? How many people are playing Avatar dressed up black kid in here? Shouts
But
to
that's what,
Kevin Ray. What's that?
well, that's what's funny because the black kid we were arguing with had a white character.
That's what I was gonna say.
And the
Shouts
guy
to
kept
Kevin
calling him
Ray.
white boy. I was like, "Shut up, white boy!" And he was like, "I ain't no white boy, nigga." I was like, "Shut up, white boy." I was like,
You
"Your
said that
character is
like you
white."
know how to say that. That shit was funny though, because Kevin Ray looked like the nigga from High School Musical, Zac Efron, but he had like the little. He was balling. He
I
wasn't
got
that
hyped up.
tall. The guy was like maybe 6'2". You know what I mean? He was like a regular looking dude. He was
Yeah,
balling still. But yeah, shouts to Kevin Ray Cyrus. We don't know where he's from, but that was
that was
really
funny.
funny, man. We had fun with that.
That shit would get me hyped, bro. Yeah,
Lots of good games this week.
good stuff.
If y'all ready, we'll transition into the very best thing we saw in gaming this week. You love to see it. Uh, Hi, Papa. No, here goes. No, for the top of this week, right? Nick Merckx, our boy, Nick Merckx claims that customization features are ruining Call of Duty Warzone 2. According to Nick, customization features are making COD unnecessarily complicated. He took to his stream to share that, in his opinion, on the whole game, they are going in a direction where it's just too much. And it doesn't need to be like that. He recounts how he missed the days when the players didn't necessarily need to add attachments to their guns and could simply use the gun as it was. Remember that? He said all the best shooters in the history of gaming, for the most part, didn't have any customization like that. Look at Halo or Gears of War. I very much agree with them. You know what I mean? Remember when the Barrett 50 cal was the Barrett 50 cal? I don't know. What do you guys think about this one?
No, I completely agree with him. I mean, it's sorry, excuse me. Is it cool? Yeah. But yeah, again, is it really needed? And that's kind of like the point that he was making in it. He's like, is this really needed? Like, who's asking for this? It's like, again, like you're like, we've had all these awesome shooters that don't need to overcomplicate it. It's like, he's like, when you're out, you pick up an M4, it's an M4, it's an M16, it's a 50 cal. It's like, that's what makes these guns. And now it's just so like twisted and overcomplicated that it's almost like taking away from the experience because you're just like, you know what I mean? It's like, who really needs this? Like, just go back to what it was. Like, it's a cool concept, but yeah, it's just way too.
Like it's a video game too. That's the one part that gets me is like I really don't want to know all this about guns. I'm not a gun enthusiast. I don't want to like it's more realistic. That's fine. I don't need to know that. I really don't need to know all the ins and outs. I don't want to learn guns like that. I don't know. Look at me getting all lefty on them. I don't know that kids need to know this much about guns. You know what I mean? Like learning about how the drums and how to customize and tune them up and all that. Like too realistic, y'all.
Drums, barrels, sights, grips,
It really
stocks.
is. It really is a lot, man. I'd be down for them to get back to those regular guns. You know, I've been singing the praises of like Valorant, right? Or even like Apex. Like that's my favorite feature is the part where you build your gun as you go, which is a whole different part of the game. But they're not real guns. Like I
But
got
even
like
then,
whatever laser beams and shit.
but it adds to the point of like that gun is the gun. A 301
Right.
when you pick up a 301. A hemlock. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Right.
it's way too overcomplicated, which I definitely agree, and I feel like most people do.
Shouts to Nick, man. That was a real one there.
Or the Grand Slam.
Grand Slam, as always, that's my boy. I heard he's playing Apex a little bit more, which you guys know is still my favorite game. I'll ride through the waves, y'all. I'm gonna ride through the waves steady as ever. Apex is my shit. I love the game. So I'm starting to see people back on. I seen my boy Nick on. Marcus got back on Apex this week. But Nick and I heard Dr. Disrespect was playing Apex. Like, you know what I mean? Players are coming
Yeah,
back.
jump
So
back in.
every time there's a new Warzone or a new COD, people will give it the love because they get paid to do it, and that's fine. I still love the game. I'm playing it. I played it this week. DMZ is great, but I'm always hyped to see people go back to Apex, and they're exploring with some new game modes too. They got hardcore for a limited time right now with that no HUD, only white shields. That shit is fun. It's a lot of punching.
Yeah, Nick was talking about that. Yeah.
Right. It was fun. All right, rolling on. Into industry business news. This one was hilarious to me. Coming out of Vice, conservatives are calling Xbox too woke. That's right. Right-wing leaders are big mad that Xbox is going woke, slamming an optional feature meant to reduce the console's overall carbon footprint as an effort to recruit kids into climate politics. On Tuesday's episode of Fox and Friends, big surprise, Fox News anchor Ainsley Earnhardt, that's the whitest name I've ever heard, and radio host Jimmy Fayala fumbled through a short segment about Xbox's latest effort to allow players to curb power consumption. This is absolutely crazy. Has anybody seen the weather? Are we still climate politics? Oh my God. What if they just wanted to save on their own fucking energy bill? Of all things to pick, and this is what I love. This is what I love. Let the right wing try to fight against video games. Please. Please try to go against video games. The way you're gonna fucking lose, the way every kid, if y'all don't pay attention to your kids, this is what kids do. Boys, girls, white, black, green, purple, everybody plays video games all fucking day. Please rage against Xbox and video games and climate politics, because that's a fight you're gonna lose. Did this reach you guys? You guys see this?
Yeah, yeah. I remember reading that. And I had to read it twice because I was like, wait, I don't think I understand this fully. What did
They're really complaining
What are they-
about everything, like literally.
Stop having fun.
When there's other stuff they should, yeah, like there's like this. Okay, this guy obviously, like, I don't even know his name. This Texas dude with the wannabe beard, like this Ted Cruz dude, this Zodiac guy, bro. This guy barely has a power grid in his state. Worry about that,
Get
my
him.
dude. People don't even have. I mean, I work in the industry, so I understand that. Yo, take care of your people, bro. You want to worry about video games that your kids probably play? Guarantee you, his daughters have Switches. They play Animal Crossing, for sure. Sorry. This guy, I
Let me
hate
tell
this
you,
dude in a respectful
This
manner.
would not be news the fuck at all, except for the fact that they made an article out of it, right? If they didn't, like, we wouldn't have even covered this. That's cool. There's a bunch of optional feature. Like, what?
Damn.
Yeah, man, that's crazy to me. Again, optional. It's like a buried feature. They're not forcing. That's so weird. Whatever.
I apologize about my outburst.
No, I had one too. It's fine. It's just such a reach, bro. I don't even like. Come on now. What? Well, I guess the world is going soon, dude. You know how many people game overseas? Like, man.
I don't think we covered it. This is a super left turn. I don't think we circled back to that Activision Blizzard shutting down in China. Like, we mentioned it, but that's like, that really happened. It's like, that's for real.
Yeah.
Crazy. We'll get to that maybe next week.
Well, they just gave us a few years apparently. So
whatever, man. Oh god, you seen that 90 Seconds to Midnight? I'm out. This is not a politics. This is not a climate podcast. Oh, we're old. Industry business news here. This one was funny. I don't even know what to say about it. Kai Cenat was banned on Twitch after eating edibles and passing out on stream.
Did you see that?
I did, and honestly, I was like 100 milligrams. Got you, my boy. What? I don't buy it. It says the streamer here was suddenly banned from Twitch on January 26th, and fans still aren't sure why, even though we kind of know. Although no official reason for the ban has yet been given, this latest news does follow a broadcast where Kai passed out on stream after consuming edibles on January 24th. For now, it's unclear how long Kai's ban will last, but it's a mega rip. Again, you guys did see that? What'd you think? Was it funny?
Yeah, I felt on some points I felt like it was kind of capping because, in my opinion, bro, when you eat edibles, and especially if you don't eat edibles like that, your eyes are bloodshot, my dude. And my dude's eyes were like hardly changed. Like his mood changed, but he either got the best Visine in the world, and even then, I don't even think that helps because even then, your eyes are still like. But if it was real, then that is hilarious because my man was slumpoed. He was straight stuck on stream, bro. Straight.
It's crazy.
Solid content.
Academics passes out on stream all the time. That's crazy to me. You can get off the Henny and they don't care. Heaven forbid you could do something natural and fall asleep. Ack passes out on stream and goes wild off the Henny all the time. But Kai, I guess, consumed some edible. This was wild. But also, like I said, I still think it's cap. I don't buy it. 100 milligrams?
Bro, I'll eat that before I go to the gym. That's nothing. That's.
Okay. I don't. Right now, I'd be like, oh. But in the days, you know what I mean? When I was still smoking weed and stuff like that, I would have been like, all right, do you have 4 of those, 5 of them? Honestly, 10 of those to make me fall asleep in the middle of the day?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Shout out to Phantom though. His homie came and turned off his stream though when he was slumpoed.
Right?
That's a real one.
That's a good
Oh my
man. He'll be
god.
back. He'll be back. Moving right along, we are cranking with them. Warzone 2 players blast the stupid decision to reset DMZ progress for Season 2. Honestly, I didn't know about this until I saw the article. Who's this
I didn't
from,
either,
Chad?
actually.
What's that? Oh, also from Dexerto. So from Dexerto,
Dexerto.
earlier this year, Warzone 2 fans bashed the pointless DMZ missions. But other than that, players generally grinded DMZ to unlock free skins, the M13B assault rifle, or just to enjoy the new game mode. Mostly, a lot of players set their sights, me included, on the insured weapon slots to prepare for future challenges. Prepare. Oops. It says here the slots which require a significant grind to unlock are reportedly now being taken away from those who completed the challenges when Season 2 drops on Feb 15. As a result, a number of players have taken to the internet to criticize the move, questioning what the removal was meant to achieve other than undoing their hard work. This really hurts my feelings. Why would they do something like, man, COD continues to mess it up? You guys see this? What'd you think?
No, I hadn't heard of this, and don't even really understand the point. Honestly, I mean, they got to give something.
Why?
What?
Well, why would they do it in the first place? What would be like a positive aspect for their developers or for their servers or even whatever the lingo is to do something like this? I mean, it's not like super egregious. It's just season 1 to season 2, but like for people who like hella grinded, it's like who did we talk about last week? The guy on Red Dead.
Right, right.
You know, it's not necessarily the same thing, but it's like why
Support your
though? Like, is
grinders.
there a reason? I mean, and if you give us a reason, I think people would be more understanding as opposed to being like super egregiously mad. I mean, like
Or
some
maybe
people will. You
let
can't
people
please
know ahead
everyone.
of time that season there's wipes at the end of the season. You know what I mean, or stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, you know what I mean. Just finding out 2 weeks before the new season, it's like that's what kind of feels like a rug pull. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, thanks for letting us know now.
I guess not. I mean, I
Like,
guess
Thanks for the
if that's what
communication.
people are most into, I'm like I'm mad that I'm like I guess I see the point. If people are most interested in like if that's what they're doing, they're grinding on, and like that's why they're playing the game, then like I guess they're like, oh, let's make sure we keep them doing the thing that they're coming back for, you know. But that's not the way to go about, like you said, Anton. That's not the way to announce that.
yeah.
I really don't love it.
Yeah, that's surprising, honestly. I don't know, dude. I'm really hoping that with season 2 they just get the game together. Like I feel like that's gonna be its actual official launch. Like the game will be completed, you know what I mean?
And when you
Like
say
what
the game,
we've got
you mean DMZ or COD together?
just Modern Warfare 2 in general. Like I feel like that's when we're gonna actually get like a complete game, like moving forward. I feel like what we've gotten now is like almost like a pre-beta for like what the game is gonna, you know what I mean? It's like
You
they're
know, I
still
see that.
releasing patches and fixing it, but like with the next update is where they're gonna like fix Warzone, fix
They're
DMZ,
changing the
fix
gulag.
multiplayer, add the
Right,
rank
right.
system. Like you know what I mean? They're just gonna like add like fix the UI. It's like, whoa, we're gonna finally get the game that we've been waiting for the last few months. You know what I mean? It just took a season of bugs to like work through it. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
just call the first season a beta, right? Like, just fuck, you know what I mean? Like, hey, we're
Hmm.
gonna test and learn. It's so interesting how you can use those comms. I talk about this in business all the time. Just tell people that you're not sure how it's gonna work and you're gonna figure it out together, and that's fine. Don't tell them it's all done. Say, hey,
Hmm.
we don't, you know, the only way for us to learn is together. And then what it does is it invites the community into the experience, right? Like, we are gonna build this game together. We're listening and learning versus saying, here's the game, we did it, and then having it go back and back and back and back and back. Like, just change the way you speak to the community. And I still don't know. I mean, as much as we talk about Call of Duty, who's the fate? Pay Doc, pay Nick Merck, pay somebody that we know. Bring them in and have them be the ambassador of this shit. You know what I mean? Talk to us so that we're not reaching. You know, trying to figure out what's going on. I think there's so much more they could do that doesn't mean like doesn't it's not coding the game better, right? It's not on the devs. There's so much more that the business leaders could do to really make this a better experience.
It sorry, it sucks because like I get that it's like a franchise and there's different like studios that make the Call of Duty games and all of that. But like I really think of like from Arc, bro. I've always loved the release, and I think there's like a couple of PC games that are like this. Like Arc released as a beta 8 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? And it was like, here, like, we're not, this isn't a finished game. This is still in beta mode. You know, I think Tarkov is still like that, right? And it's
right.
like, you know what I mean? It's like, so if you want to buy it, but don't sell us a fucking 70 to $100 game. You know what I mean? It's like an unfinished shit that's still in, like, release it for at least half price. Or if we do buy it, then when it does release, like when Arc did, like if you bought it in beta, then when the game came out, then you got like, content for free and stuff like that because
Right.
you bought it in beta and you supported it. It's like, why can't they do that? Like drop the game if it's unfinished in a beta, and then if you did buy it in beta, then we'll give you a promo or we'll give you COD points. You know what I mean? Because then that helps them if we turn around and spend that currency back on their content. You know what I mean? And it's like, why
Which we
can't
will.
it's just such a I don't know. I get why they're again from a business aspect and a money grab, and it's their number one seller, the game of the year, their number one selling, but yet it's still
I
fucking
was just
shit.
gonna say that.
It's
After
like,
all that, still the number one like highest grossing best selling game of the year last year, and we're
yeah,
like, man, what the fuck? Like all that it does, it really sours people. And we talk about going back to Apex or again now, I'm like maybe I'll check out Tarka. I don't know. You know what I mean? Some of those
yeah.
things, like really shooting yourself in the foot. Those gun enthusiasts over there.
I really think they need to just keep it to one, dude. Moving forward, like the Apex approach, dude. Just one Call of Duty. Like all y'all niggas merge together, just make different DLCs if people like Destiny. Destiny has
Yeah, update
wild
the game.
DLCs. You know what I mean? That it's almost like a full game that when you buy it, you know what I mean? It's like a $40 DLC that's almost like a god. You know what I mean? And just keep adding on to it. If you want to go a World War One route, a World War Two route, an advanced route, a fucking Modern Warfare route, just drop DLC for it and just keep
That's what
updating
it.
the fucking game.
That's
Like,
almost what it feels like now, right? Like again, multiplayer, Warzone, campaign, and DMZ are all different games.
mhm,
It's like I'm like in the unit, like just add whatever you're gonna add there, put it all in one spot. I think you got a good point there.
I don't know.
Hit us
We'll
up,
see.
y'all. Moving on. This one's really short, but I just thought keeping the theme alive, and I was hyped on it. The Last of Us is renewed for a season 2. Who saw that coming? Every fucking body. HBO has officially renewed the post-apocalyptic drama starring Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey for season 2. The network announced on Friday. Gamers can already guess where things are heading. This is dope. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but season 1 is supposed to be the first and the second game, right?
Well, I'm actually confused now because I heard I heard obviously speculation that there was going to be a season 2, but it wasn't confirmed. And so then like everything that I was reading online is that they were just going to combine the two in the first one. But now that it's doing successful and there's a second season, I'm like, did they shoot? And you know what I mean? Like are they like can they switch it so then the first season now like they can expand it? You know what I mean? I don't know how they can edit it, how they do that, but it
Well,
would
that's
make sense
why
to
I
me to
asked
make, you know what I mean, a first and a second season like that, but
because
I don't
there's
know.
only 2 games, right?
Right.
So are we gonna get one of those like Game of Thrones situations where they're gonna like we get past canon and then we got to make it up, which is when it went really bad. But like so they're gonna surpass the game story, so like they can lean on that for 2 seasons, but then they're gonna have to start making shit up, right? You can make a season of
Yeah.
television way faster than you can make a video game.
Yeah. So I don't know. And if they end it the first season where the first game ends, I mean that definitely is a good cliffhanger. Like, you know what I mean? Like I oh man, I don't
Oh. I don't know.
but Shad, you know, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? So like if they ended the first game there, then I mean that would definitely be crazy going into season 2. But again, I don't know. I had no idea. I'm just speculating from what I read online. Now that it's official, I mean, I can only speculate that. I can assume that the first season would end there. That would be incredible. That would be an incredible way to end, like going into the next season. So let's hope that'd be dope.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. That to me is, I think, plausible. I think that's probably what's gonna happen. But what will even be crazy is if that's season 2. If that happens right off rip season 2, and you're just like that, it's like you know what I'm saying. Somehow they do that because if you go into a show and you're just like not expecting it, and then the Ned Stark's head comes off. Sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't watched Game of Thrones. Shame on
At
you
this
if you
point,
haven't.
it
But
is.
yeah,
Isn't that like the
like, are you gonna?
that's a finale of season 1, I think.
That was a finale episode. I mean, at this point, we were living in Disney. We weren't even ready for that. That crushed us all.
That's when I knew that show was going to be it. That's when I knew. I was like, there's one thing they
Yeah.
can't do is kill the main character. And they said, you fucking thought. Get ready. Fuck that show. I'm still tied at the finale. Whack ass. All right.
Boo.
We'll see how it goes. Staying
Yeah.
in kind of the same. One more?
No, I was just with you. Like, yeah, I'm
Staying
pumped to see where they go with it.
kind of the same realm, actually. Gosh, these are all in the same realm. Tomb Raider TV series in the works. Did I switch it up on you, Shad? I might have. Oh, he got it! Look at my boy. He's on fire. Right. So this is from IGN. Tomb Raider TV series in the works at Amazon from the Fleabag writer. If you guys saw that show, again from IGN. After a long break, Lara Croft is on the comeback trail. Reports say that a television show about the famous video game adventurer is in development at Amazon, with Fleabag writer Phoebe Waller-Bridge attached to pen the scripts and executive produce. This is mad interesting. Reports also say that Amazon has plans to make a new Tomb Raider movie and at least one additional video game, hoping to make an MCU like interconnected universe. That's a bold ambition there. You guys see
Wow.
Fleabag? Do you know what that is?
No.
It's like a not like dark comedy, but like a kind of weird. It's a comedy series. It's like an English ish, I believe, comedy series. Again, starring in from Phoebe Waller Bridge. So super interested to see like is it going to be funny or is she taking her her jump into like drama? I have a lot of questions about this. I'm interested. I mean, it's strong IP. Like we all know Tomb Raider. We were just joking about Tomb Raider. But interested to see what they do and like how they try to break out this universe. I would be. This is way far, but I would be way down for like a VR game. You know what I mean? Like like, I don't know, run through the jungle and like jumping on the stuff. I'll be Lara Croft. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? You ready for this? You gonna watch the series? We want the movie?
I would check out the show. I've never. Yeah, probably for nostalgia's sake. You know what I mean? Depends on who plays Lara Croft too. But I mean,
I
I don't
hate
know.
you.
It. I mean, let's be real, bro. It's always been the shorts. Okay,
It's always been the
but
shorts.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. We'll see. And especially for a game, I think that'd be a good point of VR. But then again, I don't think VR is as big as. So I don't think they would yet. You know what I mean? Like, who would even?
It's gonna have to be like a long term thing, though. Right? Again, like a full series and a movie. I'm assuming the series is related to the movie, but what if it's not? That'd be weird. Looks like they have high ambitions. I think, like you were showing their Embracer group, we reported on this like a year ago. That they,
Yeah,
they got acquired a little bit ago, so the IP is owned by someone new, and they do have the ambitions to take it to the screen and start to expand it. When they say an MCU like interconnected universe,
that's what I don't understand.
that's where
Like,
I'm like, oh, ugh,
yeah.
like, all right, you're trying to force it. There is, I'm totally fine to say this right now. There is no scenario where Tomb Raider is in the same conversation as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There are thousands of comic book, thousands. I read the Spider Pig comic books when I was like 7 years old. That's a real comic book. Like Spider Pig is a real. They've done everything. They had it was Spider Pig and the Pun Fisher. This is a real like these are like real Marvel comic books. You Google it right now. So when you see like Spider Pig and like The Simpsons and other silly shit, that's all based on canon. All of it, all the characters, the whatever all the different movies, Guardians of the Galaxy, all of that existed before. It's so impossibly deep. Some people are like we're gonna make one just like them. With what characters? Like with who? Like what?
Yeah, I
How?
don't. The only thing I was thinking of like this would be like Resident Evil. That's the only game that I'm thinking of like MCU like interconnected universe. You know what I mean? Across like the different Resident Evils or like Final Fantasy or something like that. But
Damn, Final Fantasy. But see, even Final Fantasy, the stories are so different. Like they're like it couldn't be interoperable, right? Like Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 7, like you can't do it. Maybe like from 10 on, but you couldn't possibly connect some of those characters and story. Like they're way different. It's not the same at all.
you know what? But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to think like maybe with those, but like with Tomb Raider, where does this? How?
Who are the other
I don't know.
characters?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I can only imagine what like who exactly who is this? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like somebody else from Tomb Raider. Who's the bad guy in that?
What if they got mad different Laura Crofts like they do Spider Mans?
Angelina Jolie is one of them. Just
They
like
got
passes
old
the
Laura
torch.
Croft. They got young Laura Croft. Put Bella Ramsey back in the game. She could do it. I'm cool with that. More Bella Ramsey. She's a shit. All right, moving on. But again, still kind of staying in that same conversation. Naughty Dog just dominating these days. Um, from GameSpot, this one, Naughty Dog is officially done with Uncharted. While Uncharted 4, A Thief's End is the final game in the series that franchise creator Naughty Dog plans to make, and the very last one to star our boy Nathan Drake, turns out it's possible the series may live on with a new developer. They're just like, we don't want to do it. We're busy. The series has sold millions of copies, 21 million plus by Sony's last count. And another movie is in development. So it seems clear that there would be a commercial opportunity for a fifth game in the series, maybe a TV show. While nothing is confirmed at this stage, A Thief's End director Neil Druckmann has now said he'd be happy for another studio to take over, but only if they were able to nail the essence of Uncharted. What do you guys think about this? Does that work?
Yeah, I think it's time. I think more people should take suit. Honestly, just we need new stuff, dude.
This me. I didn't see the movie either. The only time I've ever even approached Uncharted is, if you remember this, when I bought my PS4 off of Craigslist. It came like Uncharted was in the drive, and I was like, oh, cool, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Never played it, but I know it's mad popular, and our boy Spider Man's in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Marky Mark.
Mm-hmm. Never seen him. I actually never played him. I mean, I played a little bit of, I think, 2 and 3, but
I heard it was a hit, so
it's not for me.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for us. Well, that went really quickly. Moving on. This one's from BeyondGames.biz. The Mutalk microphone seals your voice in virtual reality. This was super weird. I saw it on Instagram. Tech company Shift All has flipped the notion of noise canceling on its head by creating a device that keeps the user's voice from being heard outside of the virtual reality that they are occupying. The idea is that if you were in a public space and were partaking in the metaverse or a VR experience, you could talk openly and freely to your friends and colleagues in the virtual space without disturbing your fellow bus passengers in the real one. The device, dubbed Mutalk, aims to allow for clear communication in the metaverse while sparing friends, family, and passersby embarrassing tirades or comment intended purely for virtual interactions. The issue with this is that it looks fucking stupid. Oh my! It looks like a muzzle. It's like a human muzzle you put on your face.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, it looks like a horse feeder or something, isn't it?
It looks more like a horse feeder, right? Like you got your fucking chewing your. It looks ridiculous. So imagine having this and a head, like even a mixed reality headset where you can see. Also, by the way, if you're on the man, this is too elitist. This is actually the wrong thing to say. I was gonna say, if you're on the bus, what are you doing with all this VR technology? That's not right. You should be able to make your own choices, and I'm wrong about that. But I am going to clown you. I hate you, Anton. I'm so mad. You look ridiculous. It's talking about here. Make sure you don't get embarrassed. Who's gonna tell him? Off rip, this is the most ridiculous thing I've seen in ages.
That's a good point. If you're riding the bus with all that shit, you need to reprioritize, my guy.
You need to reprioritize, my boy.
I'm fully clowning you if I see you in the bus, out of the
public
bus.
in general.
I'm clowning you. If you have this on, I'm clowning on you.
I don't even know. Like
stamp.
I'm walking the other direction because anybody who wears this is a fucking psycho. I'm not messing around with these people.
Like on a real level, who like truly does this benefit? Like, why is it beneficial? Like on an actual level, you know what I'm saying? Like what is this? Like, who is this going to benefit? What are we talking about that's so secretive?
I'm like, I guess people are doing that. Like, I guess people are in their room playing VR. Like, your brother's over there, your cousin's in the house, and you don't want them to. I've seen too much Black Mirror. This is getting weird. I don't know what you're trying to say.
This kid I seen on TikTok that was like apparently fully immersed in like the VR, and like just apparently gets like he lives in like Section 8 housing or something like that. Just gets like full government assistance, but like all he does is just live in the VR. He wears like a diaper, like he like showers like in his room, like wearing his headset, like cooks and like does everything like in the VR. He's like fully. I gotta find it and send you the clip. It's like it's more sad than it is like, oh wow. Like
what's weird is that we do also need those growing pains for what it's worth. Like the only way we're gonna get, like I was just talking to Brittany about that. Like some people are gonna go long, some people are gonna go short, most people are gonna go in the middle in the sweet spot. But like we're not gonna progress without people really try, you know what I mean? Really trying. We were talking about that girls in the gym thing with the tripod and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, well, they went too far. Some people go too far. You should be able to lift in the gym on your own. Lifting in the gym with a tripod and all these things, like catching people's attention, maybe that's too far. Touchy subject. I'm not in the manosphere. I'm not Red Pill. Get me out of here. But that was dangerous. But again, some people are going to go a little bit too far. And I think this is definitely too far. And your boy is definitely too far. But there's going to be some type of device that comes, right, where we can be an implant or something's going to happen where we get to a space where this makes sense and it works. This is not it. Moving Right along, passing the mic to Banton. What do we got, boyo? This was exciting.
Yo, man. This is coming from from IGN. Xbox Bethesda Developer Direct. Let's see. So the Xbox and Bethesda Developer Direct for January 2023 aired earlier this week as Microsoft and its partners shared updates on games including Redfall, The Elder Scrolls Online, Forza Motorsport, Minecraft Legends, and more. Let's see here. Did you guys catch this at all? Sorry.
I did.
Or
Well, I wrote the
seen it?
notes, but I did. I thought it was pretty awesome.
Okay, yeah. I was actually pretty pumped on the Forza gameplay, but let me
I
see here.
thought I
So
thought you'd be able to go deep on that one, and then honestly, yeah. I mean, read through it, but some of this was really great.
yeah, so this is for Redfall. They're saying Redfall gets extended gameplay, showcase, and release date. So the co-op vampire shooter from Arcane and Bethesda is coming on May 2nd. We also got a look at some extended gameplay showing Arcane's trademark level design that allows players to take on combat situations in multiple ways.
Did you guys saw Redfall? I think, man, and there's been
I feel like I did. There were so many games that this I don't think I did. Can we
isn't
pull this
there
up?
another isn't there another co-op vampire game that Nick got me to download and not play?
Oh,
Yes,
what was that? Hunt?
yes. It was like Hunting the Night or something like that. I'm looking
How
it up now.
many? It's so interesting. Like, hey, yo, do something original. I don't know. Like this, it's been getting a lot of hype. This Redfall game, so maybe it's gonna be cool. And like, it seems like it looks solid. Bethesda's obviously, you know, what I mean, they're the shit. But uh, this feels like a mix up of a bunch of other just like topics in games, like Arcane, like you know, like Batman, like Arcane, co-op, vampire, and shoot. It's like they put like buzzwords in a blender and like,
Yeah. Okay.
here's your new game.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks interesting. I don't know. I'll have to
Still might be the shit.
yeah, we'll have to see. I need to see some more gameplay, like actual gameplay on it. And then let's see, coming from Minecraft Legends gets April release date. PvP details revealed. Minecraft it says Minecraft Legends in the upcoming action strategy game set in the Minecraft universe. And today we learned the game is coming out on April 18th. Xbox also shared a look at the game PvP mode, which takes place in the same procedurally generated worlds as a single player campaign. I know kids all over the world are going to be pumped for that.
And like this is Minecraft taking steps, you know what I mean, to become a
Yeah.
deeper experience. This was kind of cool. What I saw was a bunch of like downloadable like content packs. I think I saw of all things SpongeBob.
That's pretty solid.
SpongeBob the goat.
That's
Honestly, it's
funny.
like 25 years strong. But
That's
again,
funny.
they're starting to create ways for them to bring more IP into the game in like a not like a respectful manner, but like in a way that works and makes sense. I don't know. My little one
Let's see what
plays
Fortnite.
Minecraft. It's dope. I've been playing it with her to get up to speed, and it's honestly it's a cool game. It's not unlike I was saying about 2K, where it just there's such a steep learning curve. You just gotta
Mhm.
play it for a long time before you like really know what to do. But I've been watching the kids play. Interestingly enough, though, my kiddo is like, I'm like, you want to play Minecraft Legends? I'll get that for you. And she's like, no. Like, oh, I'll download the new. She's like, I'm good. I'm just gonna play regular Minecraft. I've been asking her for like a year and a half. I think it's on Game Pass. Don't want it.
She'll come around eventually.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Forza Motorsport gameplay and details revealed. Turn 10 Studios showed off new gameplay for Forza Motorsport, which is still set for sometime in 2023. The developer said Forza Motorsport will feature 20 locations to race at, including returning favorites, and 5 that are brand new to this entry. I'm pumped for this because this is a little more. I'm sorry, a little more, a little different from the Forza Horizon. This is just going to be like an actual like circuit track, not like open world, like race like competitive racing and stuff like that. So
Wait, so
that
what's the
should be
difference again? So the other one is open world. This one is like the Gran Turismo style. Like you're like racing
right,
on tracks and shit. Okay.
right, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Motorsport.
Horizon was like their open world, free reign, do whatever you want approach. But yeah, Motorsport is like the traditional, yeah, like Gran Turismo, almost like F1 type style. But should be good. It looks beautiful too. You should watch the gameplay on that. Let's see. We also have Tango GameWorks Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm action game dropped the same day.
Did you guys see this?
No.
Yeah, this thing is dope. I love all these like rhythm like video games where you like have to stay in rhythm to play. So yeah, this is one that I've been hearing. It looks kind of like that Jet Set Radio game like we had on Sega Dreamcast. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. You know, your boy's a musician playing the drums, so keeping time is gonna be no problem for your boy at
Do you
all.
guys remember Parappa the Rappa?
I j- who?
Yes, I do. PS1 days. Yes, I
We're going all
do.
the way
I was
back.
like, yo, this is
God
cool.
damn, that game is racist.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that in there. But for real, I have that in our kind of game preview later on in our pod today. So we'll take a look at it because it's beautiful. But it's just Jet Set Radio.
Hmm,
which was a great game. Bring it back, sure, whatever.
nice. And then lastly, we have plus you can try all previous Elder Scrolls Online chapters for free. Which actually, I kind of want to go back and try sometime. I've never played any of the
I've never
Elder Scrolls
played.
Online, so everyone always tells me I'm too late, but I still want to get in and check it out. I'm trying to
Eh,
get into some more.
I said the same thing recently. I think I told Ian or like Nick. I said I'm too late. Like I feel like I'm like there's so many people who are deep in that game, and they're like, no, bro, this game is so fun and so easy to play. Like you definitely need to play it. So I have it on PC. If you ever want to play Skyrim together, we can like
Yeah,
stream
dude,
it.
that'd be fun. That
free
should be
for
fun. I
now.
want to do that. I'm trying to go fight some dragons and shit.
Yeah, we could slay dragons together, dude.
I love you.
Go run up on NPCs on some bots.
Why not?
Let's see. And then let's see. Lastly, here we got NBA All World is here. Coming from Engadget, Niantic has created some of the most popular augmented reality games like Ingress and Pokemon Go. But this week, the company is launching a new title called NBA All World that might be the best application of its location based tech to date. For people who have played one of Niantic's previous titles, NBA All World features a very familiar formula. After installing the free app, available on Android and iOS. You are given a starter player, and from there, you can use the in game map to navigate real world locations in order to collect items, earn cash, or battle other players. Hmm. The big twist for NBA All World is that instead of visiting random points of interest to battle others, you'll need to visit real world basketball courts to earn your spot on local leaderboards. And of course, there's a roster of big name ballers like Giannis Antetokounmpo and Paul George to collect. That's pretty dope.
I remember hearing about this. I mean, they've been working on this for years and years and years and years and years. And
Yeah.
interesting, maybe I said too many years and years. But interesting that like I felt like it got no hype. Like again, this caught my eye because when I do the pod, I was looking for it, and I know what it was from before. I work in gaming industry, but I don't hear basketball people talking about this at all. Have you guys? Has this hit your guys' radar in any way?
No, honestly,
Yeah,
it's the
you
first
play
time
Mad
I've
Hours
heard
of
about
2K,
it. Right. It's interesting though. I mean, I need to watch this video on it. But yeah, that's
right? I'm like, they still didn't really tell me how it works. My first question is, do the players get paid anything? Because if they don't, fuck you. But um,
yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I wonder how much they got paid to be on that.
they get dick. They don't get anything for these games, man. It sucks. We cover athletes and shit. But yeah, interesting, right? Instead of battling Pokemon, you get to collect black people and make them battle against each other on the basketball court. I guess I don't know. Everything's racist to me, but also I'm gonna check the game out. It sounds like it's fun. I hope the players are getting paid for their image and likeness because it's just straight up using the players. So we'll see. But it's cool, right? This video is really dope. If you haven't seen it, check it
Oh,
out.
yeah, I'm,
Or
I'm watching right now. This
watch the pod
dribbling is
on YouTube.
interesting.
You know what I'm saying? Check us out. Oh yeah, you really play. Okay, you get to like you're really playing. This is an interesting mobile games, y'all. This
I
is
was
getting
wondering if it was
cool.
like a football manager type thing or something, but
That looks fun.
that's interesting.
That like simple swiping kind of gameplay, but that looks fun. I wonder what do you play deep? I don't know. Mad questions. We should play it. Come back with a review.
Huh. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's not what that's why I was like, I need to see this. What does this look like? That definitely changes from those little third person avatars, but
Yeah, this is pretty cool looking. I gotta check that out. I don't know what it has to do with being at a basketball court. I don't know why I'd go to a basketball court to do it. A lot of questions. A lot of questions. I keep getting back to that. We'll have to just try it out.
in like the Pokemon sense, like, do I actually have to go there? Please don't tell me I actually got to go to
You
Milwaukee
just
just
run
to
into the
get
park.
Giannis.
They was out in the street.
Giannis, come here!
I got a gold Giannis. See what I'm saying? That's what I guess problematic to me is like we can't. I don't put me in a Pokeball. Why you collecting me? Let me live. Although I must say, I think 2 of the starters and like 3 of the 10 West NBA All Stars are white. They're European, but they're white. The whites are coming for the game.
Mm, speak on it.
It's all right. We coming for soccer. Watch out. USA World Cup 2020, 2030. The 2030 World Cup. We coming for that ass. Just wait. Just wait. And then moving on to our very last one, like we said, let's take a look at Hi-Fi Rush. You know, Shad, if you pull that up for us, I snagged a little bit of this because some of these games keep making kind of waves in non-gaming periodicals, if you will. So Forbes covered this, and just quickly it says Hi-Fi Rush may not end up being the biggest release of the year, but it will go down as one of the most surprising. Stealth dropped after Microsoft's Xbox showcase. All right, just leave Bethesda out. The team behind The Evil Within decided to make something as far from that tone as they possibly could. And what they ended up with was an animated rhythm game that is easily the best in the small genre and could expand it well beyond its current constraints. Kind of cool.
Yeah. Like,
This is kind of something that like I've been waiting for quite a while, to have more music based games other than like the typical guitar set, like Guitar Hero or like Rock Band, because it's like I think now in this day and age a lot of people don't like fit in with those type of like games. If they were to come back around, it's cool for our generation, but I think this is kind of like a newer generation, and I think like games like this kind of show what we loved back when we were young, like Jet Set Radio. That's super nostalgic, but people also love music. So
And they're like the rhythm
so
based.
it's a really good
You remember
way.
when like Sonic came out? Also, the Dreamcast era, I guess, was all about music because when those new Sonic games came out, remember when you could like roller skate grind and shit like that, and they brought out whoever that like
Yeah.
black and red Sonic was. That was my shit. Um, no,
Knuckles.
Knuckles is red. No, there's like a different one.
Was his hair like kind of
Shadow?
like Super Saiyan 3?
Yeah, is it Shat?
I
Is his name
think.
Shat? That's like that's like they could have tried harder than that. Who is the
uh,
black and red Sonic? Shadow the Hedgehog.
I'm gonna try and share this with
It
audio.
is. Oh, you know what? I forget. I'm supposed to play the
Let me.
videos with audio. I could throw it
I
up
really
here.
like the animations in this game.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you? Because like my audio is still not letting me, and I feel
No
dumb.
worries, my boyo. We don't ever want that. That we can't have. All right, let me. Ooh, it already started on me. Let me
I
hit this
feel dumb.
share. Boom. And one Chrome tab. I got mad tabs open. Where's my Oh, I
Yeah,
should
I
go
didn't want
over.
to slap the music on my end, so I kept it muted, but I want to hear it.
There we go. Let's get this up a little bit.
Can't
Huh.
like hear it.
Hi-Fi Rush official launch trailer. They put this game out super fast too. Like they just like, hey, here you go. Little theater mode. Ooh, extra wide.
We going in the
Why did
theater.
Let me know if you can hear this. I'm not sure if I included audio either.
I can hear it.
Good.
Yep, that's me. And you're probably wondering how I ended up here.
I
Well,
wasn't.
it's pretty standard. Check this out. Music player in my chest. It's powering up
iPod.
my new robot arm. Whoa.
Oh, this is cool.
Everything synced up with the beat. Let's rock.
I'm gonna play
This
this.
is awesome. Vandalay Technologies isn't just coming for my arm. They're after all of us.
If this white guy got that much rhythm, I.
What in the hell am I looking at?
The name's Chai, not Defect.
Is this the guy?
Yeah.
We'll take down this company,
Oh, okay.
one boss at a time.
Got the black keys.
Just so you know, they're insane.
I'm here, baby.
They spent money on this. To license that from good old Warner Brothers.
Oh, hold on, did you just feel that? That beat?
Alright. This is cool.
Ready for more?
I'm getting more interested as this goes on, to be honest.
Profession, rock star.
Future rock star.
Man, go fuck yourself.
Definitely gonna. This is a must cop, even though it's on Game Pass. So I think I will already have it. But I'm gonna download that. That looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah, that looks really fun.
That's a cool trailer. I like the animations a lot. That was cool.
Yeah, they got that like drop shadow based kind of anime style. Yeah. All right, we'll have to bring that one back with a little review. We got some games to play, boyos.
Show do.
On the other hand, that's all we got for you this week. It was a solid episode. First one on the new network. Any words y'all got before we get up out of here?
Same as usual, man. If you listening, thank you for listening. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting. Shad, followed up with the usual.
Can you please follow